Golden Gate Estates looks like paradise on paper. You have big lots, there's no HOAs, you have freedom, prices are affordable compared to the rest of the area. But is it really everything it's hyped up to be? In reality, this is the most misunderstood part of Naples. In this video, I'm going to be telling you the untold truth about living in the Golden Gate Estates. I'm going to be going over the pros and cons and whether this is the right area for you. Because once you buy here, there's no going back. And I've seen too many people make the jump without knowing what they're getting themselves into. Hey guys, my name is Joshua Otto. I'm a real estate agent here in Southwest Florida, and today I'm going to be going over the Golden Gate Estates in Naples. All right, it is an area that I truly love. It's an area that I sell the majority of my listings and work with the majority of my buyers in. And I do live in the Golden Gate Estates. So I figured I would do this video, help explain the true facts behind it, so that way you can better understand this area and decide if this is the right move for you. Now, if you've been on my channel before, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you back. If you're new to my channel, again, my name is Joshua Otto. I'm a real estate agent here in Southwest Florida, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos like this, giving you guys advice and tips, and I'm even showing you guys some new communities and homes on the market. So you're gonna wanna subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get on to the Golden Gate Estates. All right, so where is the Golden Gate Estates? Golden Gate Estates is located in Naples. It is east of Collier Boulevard, and it is huge. It stretches over 150 square miles, takes up a big chunk of Collier County. Your main access roads are going to be Immokalee Road and Golden Gate Boulevard, though they are extending Vanderbilt Beach Road right now to go into the estates. And it's connecting to 16th Street Northeast, which is in between Randall Boulevard and Golden Gate Boulevard. Eventually, they're going to stretch that all the way to DeSoto Boulevard, so it's going to stretch throughout the entire span of the Golden Gate Estates from east to west. This area is zoned for residential as well as agricultural. Okay, you're going to be able to find agriculturally zoned properties here, which would be great for livestock, chickens. You know, if you are a farmer, you're looking to do some sort of landscaping or run a business out of your home, this could be a great place to do so. And it's one of the few places in Naples, Florida, where you can buy an acre or more of land affordably. So what types of homes are in the Golden Gate Estates? You've got a mix of older homes that were built mostly between the 1990s to early 2000s. You've got remodeled homes, you've got new construction, you've got some custom builds, you've got some barn dominiums, you've got homes with 1 to 5 acres of land. Some even have more. There's a listing up right now that's got over 55 acres. So that's something you're interested in. The area does offer that. And prices range in this area from the mid 400s to $2 million or more, depending on your location, the size of the home, the lot size, and if it's new construction or not. It's one of the only areas in Naples where you can build your dream home. There are no rules or guidelines. You just have to stick to the building codes and make sure Collier County would allow the construction of the home, but you're allowed to paint your house whatever color you want, have a metal roof or tile roof or shingle roof, it doesn't matter. It's one of the only areas that allows that. So what are the perks of owning a home in the Golden Gate Estates? The biggest one is the freedom. There are no HOAs. You've got plenty of land, so if you're a pet owner, it's a great place for you. If you're a homesteader and you want some chickens in your backyard to have some fresh eggs, it's also a great place for you. You're allowed up to 2 horses per acre. So no matter what home you buy out here, you would be able to have at least 2 horses, if not more, depending on how much land you have. And it's very private, so if that's something that's important to you and you don't want your neighbors knowing everything that you do every single day, this is a great spot for you. This might be where you need to be. You can line your whole property up with landscaping and trees if it's already cleared, or a lot of homes that are available for sale out here, they already have the privacy landscaping. Some of it's natural, some of it was planted, but it is a huge attraction to this area. It's what attracted me to this area was the privacy. Another fun fact about this area is pretty much every single lot is about 660 feet deep. There are a few that are 330 feet deep, but with 660 feet deep, and if your home is located 120 feet inside your property, you've got another 500 feet to play with. I've seen people do dirt bike tracks. I've seen people build giant workshops in their backyard. I have seen people build oases. I mean, I've seen fruit trees around a lake and a walk path, and it's pretty amazing what people have done here creatively, and you have the freedom to do that here. That is not something you're gonna be able to do in a gated community. Now let's talk about the downsides. Okay, the biggest one is going to be how far you are away from the beach, downtown Naples. You're gonna be about a 30 to 45 minute drive to the beach, depending on your location and area, and also the traffic, which is another thing you have to consider, is the traffic in this area. There are a lot of people who work in town or they work up in Lee County, and in the morning, traffic is really bad going into town, and then from 4 o'clock till 6:30, traffic is really bad getting back into the Golden Gate Estates. So that is something you're gonna have to consider. Another downside of this area is you don't have city water and you don't have a sewer system. Okay, you're gonna have to use a well and you're gonna have to use a septic system. There are very select areas where you can hook up to city water because it's already been planted for grocery stores and schools, but it is very hard to find and they are very rare and they do go very fast. Another downside is the cell service. All right, cell service here is spotty. It really depends on which carrier you have and where you're located. Some people in certain parts of the estates, their carrier works really well, where other people, their carrier might work better in other areas of the estates. So you just have to really think about that, and when you're shopping around, pay attention to your cell service, right? And if you're looking at a home and your cell service is spotty there, you might either think about moving to a different area or just think about switching your cell provider. One thing I did on my home was I added an antenna, a cell booster. I pointed it right at the nearest tower to my house, and now I have pretty good reception in my home. Another thing to consider is internet is very selective, though Xfinity and CenturyLink have really started to broaden who they serve. A lot of people out here, they use Starlink, but Xfinity is really starting to expand a lot. And another downside are flood zones. There are flood zones in this area, though you are far enough away from the coast, you don't really have to worry about storm surge. What you do have to worry about is standing water in your property during the rainy seasons. One thing you really want to look into is the wetlands and uplands. You can get a delineation report if the property doesn't already have one, and you can kind of figure out where the wetlands are on that property and how much uplands you actually have. Okay, so let's talk about property values and the appreciation. So between 2020 and 2023, property values soared in this area. New construction demand is fueling growth. There's actually a lot of gated communities that are being built out here. There's a lot of development happening in the area, like you got Publix that just opened up on Oil Well Road. You've got the Randall at Orange Tree, where you've got a McDonald's and Aldi's and Ace Hardware, a new car wash, and you've also got a Tractor Supply that just opened up on the corner of Wilson and Golden Gate Boulevard. This is a great spot if you are an investor or a family that's looking for a little bit more value for your square footage. You're gonna definitely find that here in Naples compared to the rest of Naples, especially the further west you go. And even though it is still more affordable than most of Naples, prices are still rising. In this area, you're not just buying a home, you're buying land in one of the fastest growing areas in Southwest Florida. So now let's talk about who Golden Gate Estates isn't for. All right, if you're looking for something that's walkable, if you're looking for a nightlife, you're looking for something you just take a quick drive to Starbucks or your shopping center, it's probably not the right area for you. If you're looking for a more low maintenance option, this is definitely not the area for you. You're gonna have over an acre of land for sure, if not more, with a single family home. The maintenance kind of lies on your shoulders, or you can hire outside and have other people take care of it. But still, it's a lot of upkeep. There's also no sidewalks in this area, and there's limited lighting in most areas in the Golden Gate Estates. So at night, it's going to be very dark. It's not going to be safe to walk, especially off of Everglades Boulevard or Golden Gate Boulevard. So if you crave convenience over quiet, you're probably going to feel pretty secluded here and isolated. So it's probably not the right area for you. All right, so let's talk about the hottest parts of the Golden Gate Estates. Which areas are selling the best, which is best for resale? So anywhere that's going to be west of Wilson Boulevard, closer into town, you've usually got homes that are sitting a little higher up. You don't have to worry about the wetlands as much. You definitely want to look into it though. And they're just really sought after. A lot of people, whenever they're searching in the Golden Gate Estates, they usually tell me, hey, I'm looking west of Wilson Boulevard. I don't want to be any further east than that. So that is definitely a hot area. You've got places like the Weber Woods. You've got even going further into town, you've got Logan Woods. You've got Collier Woods. You've got the Oaks Estates. Though those kind of areas aren't really the Golden Gate Estates other than Weber, they are pretty much, you get the same benefits, just you're right in town, which is great. Another hot area I would say is going to be anywhere north of Randall Boulevard and Everglades Boulevard. That area is really starting to take off with all of the development, all of the new shopping centers coming in, all of the new construction coming in. It is definitely a hot area, and it's an area that is selling very well. Also north of Golden Gate Boulevard to Randall is doing pretty good as well. Anything in that area sells pretty quickly. Anything south of Golden Gate Boulevard, it sells good. It's not that it doesn't sell well. There aren't as many amenities. There aren't as many shopping options for people. So that area tends to take a little bit longer to sell compared to north of Golden Gate Boulevard and Randall Boulevard. So should you move to the Golden Gate Estates? The Golden Gate Estates is not just a place, it's a lifestyle. If you want freedom, space, and you don't want any HOAs, then this is the right area for you. But if you want a Starbucks on every corner and sidewalks and be within 5 minutes of the beach, then this just isn't your match. Well, it matters that you know before you buy. That's where I come in. All the time, I'm getting phone calls from people asking about the Golden Gate Estates. They want to know the details behind it. They want to know what the lifestyle is like here. And they want to know what's available and what to look out for. And I love helping them figure out if this is the right area for them. Now, if you're curious about owning land in Naples and the lifestyle and everything that this place offers, you can call or text me right here. Would love to talk to you about it. Would love to talk to you about the homes available, help you figure out the value of the home that you might be interested in, and just walk you through and guide you on moving to this area. So let's find out if this place is the right fit for you. So again, my name is Joshua Otto. Thank you again for tuning in to my video and my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.